skill will hurt him quite a bit in the farming department as well.
Sorry, I'm Felix on the Lapu Lapu. We're going to see.
If you're pro esports, now Yangon Galacticos, they brought out a draft that, yeah, I have to agree with, looks deadly. Then that Suyo comes back here, Leo. We haven't seen it too much. It kind of fell off a little bit after the nerfs, but maybe this is one of those cases where, you know what, the Harara's got all this mobility. Let me just be this Suyo and try to match it.
Nice, so it's not just the fact that it's the Harara on the other side, it's the fact that pro esports are now playing with a more proactive lineup.
Yep.
I agree with Mirko, I agree with Renmar. Even Rainday knows that there's something up with this weird Suyo from out of nowhere.
Yeah, could definitely struggle, but it's one of those cases where, if anything, Yangon Galacticos has really showed us that they're really good at just playing as a team. You know, playing team-centric across the map is what has worked so well for them. And yeah, even if we look at the emblems here, you know, it's not too much that we have to worry about on the side of Yangon Galacticos, because if Sanji has a similar game to what he had just previously, your Claw's going to scale up much quicker, you're much more deadly to that. And we all know this. These,
whoa.
Look at this Eudora. This is what I was going to talk about.
Early revitalized, fourth out of PvP. One more hit and Kaiser draws first. The flickering by Kaiser. Double kill from Eudora, striking like lightning.
I don't even have to finish what I was going to say, because I was going to talk about the Eudora, man, and how good she's been in this tournament for MSC, but just in the meta in so far the past couple weeks even. And you see that, a double kill early on as we look at the replay brought to us by STC. Look at the damage you can do this early on. This is why we say it's kind of busted, man. I mean, and then the flicker forward to capitalize on the double. That's dirty.
You know, it was compounding effort. Oh, real quick, up top near the orange. Hard full, Sam finds him, the trade. Coily goes down. Ying gets it. Oh, throwing it out into the wall. One more. And there goes another. PPP. Double kill for Ying. Sa falls another time. Yangon are calling all the shots despite losing the retribution holder.
Oh man, it just got way worse here for pro esports. I'm so surprised they continue to hone in, double down on this. Sorry, I'm Felix. He's just, there's nothing he can do here.
No, sir. That's the first turtle going to Yangon.
Okay, so our whole concern with the Suyo isn't even the first point to worry about now for pro esports. It's just this. It's Kaze just getting another kill off cam. 4-0-2 under 3 minutes.
Kaiser the killer. He is chasing Coily and Kozin's kill records from the groups.
He's taking him to the Thunderdome, man. I mean, there's something that you have to be concerned about. And it's just right now, it's all this Eudora in the hands of Kaze, because what is happening is her damage profile is already really great early on, especially when she hits level 2. You get one item, and you can almost, at this point, with this kind of lead, you can basically just one-shot someone with that combo. Hell, even if you get 2, you're even more of a threat.
Nice mount here, coming in. Han dealing a lot of damage. Ying scores another. Denton is welcome. Who's he spinning now? There was no one left to bite.
Yeah, it's, again, pro esports. This might be another quick one. Coily forced to just kind of deal with this pressure on this side of the map. You've got tanky enough heroes, too, for YG to go ahead and deal with between Ying and Blink. You know, Blink, synergistically, between the glue and also Kaze and the Eudora, it just, that's enough burst as well. And you can't really escape from that, because you're either getting stunned or you're getting dragged back. Just like what we saw, the interaction in the previous game, when you had that Jushin. Sanji goes back with the BMI, he's going to be safe, but this is the hard part here, Leo, is for pro esports. Where is that opening? Where is that opportunity then for them to actually get something here? Because originally we thought it would be these arrows with the Selena, maybe the Belric play.
I'd say it's off of a perfect arrow, which Sa hasn't yet found.
Yeah.
The best chances would have been before the turtle or during those early skirmishes, but I don't know, something about Sa and Yangon Galacticos being so far up front throws off the accuracy.
And you know what the problem is? Even if you land an arrow in your Sa and it's not Kaze, you're going to get stunned and bursted down anyway. So you have to be able to land it on the right target, and right now that's Kaze, and he's playing so well protected around the team here. Second turtle up, they're going to fight for it.
Throws it out, Han secures with the retribution. There you go, taking route. There's CPP. Kaze, very low, but takes out Coily first. Kaze still alive. Han fights PPP. Coily goes down, and now there's a trade. Finally, Pro on the board. 2 for 3. But the turtle still goes over to the Burmese.
Again, they got Kaze, they shut him down, but at what cost? You know, at this point, Yangon Galacticos is happy to go ahead and just take what they want. Objective. Now they're going to take some tier 1 turret in the mid. They get a Sky Piercer on Han. They build up forward more momentum in this game. You know, all this happening in a 4,000 gold lead at the 5-minute mark. Sanji and Blink and the rest of the team are here. Kaize, so deadly with a dangerous grass as well.
Coily looking to take down Blink, takes a few Glulings out on the way. 5.5 minutes in, Joseph. I gotta say, Sanji's been getting the gold lane experience once again.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. You can see that too, man. 1,000 gold ahead right now in that gold lane matchup. You know, he's just able to go ahead and hold his own, but just rely on the rest of the team to be here. He's so aggressive with it too against Kozin. He knows Kozin needs some more time to build up on that Moskov, and right now he'll be playing that long lane, playing off the side of the map when it is objective time. But at least this next turtle is going to be towards that side, so we'll see how both gold laners decide to play around it. But you can just see the clear lead right now that Sanji has as he looks to take down that tier 1 turret. They might just go for a swap here, give up this turret over to YG as they scale in forward.
With 30 seconds before the turtle spawns, I feel like there's just too much on Sa's shoulders. Sa is trying to plant snares. Sa is trying to throw out lethal arrows on the right target, mind you. It seems to be Blink right now, but even with all these ults thrown out, Blink might survive. SOD sidesteps in, buys a little more time, but PPP punches him into the ground. A little bit of a kill, some respite for Pro.
Yeah, a bit of a baby step in the right direction that Pro Esports needs. Again, they need to slowly build up here in their own favor, and you know, at some point, you just gotta get what you can take.
Oh, Han is 2 levels up on Coily. Despite the man advantage for Pro, the retribution count is just so much higher. Look, Yangon will secure this easy peasy.
Yeah, even without Blink, you know, there's just too much of a threat right now for YG's lineup. And like you said, I think, you know, this is the big part. It's so much responsibility for Sa to land these arrows. You know, usually when we see these Selenas picked up so far throughout MSC, yeah, you're able to play around the arrows, you know, you're able to go ahead and follow through, but that's if you're not down so much in the early game. And so now, your arrows, even if you land them, you don't essentially have this free reign to just go follow up, get that kill, have the team make it, because it's all just a risk up to this point. Still holding up almost 3 levels now against Coily here. This tier 2 being threatened on the bottom side. Oh, both junglers up on this top side too. We might actually have 2 fights break out.
Oh, it's not just 2 junglers, it's Ying as well! Iframes on Coily dashing through the wall, but Han pursues Sever to take him down. Coily bites it.
And this is why it sort of made sense that the Suyo came through with the Hirara on the other side. At least in some way or another, you have some mobility options yourself to catch up after those iframes and Hirara's dashing around herself.
I mean, one might argue if Hirara has 4 skills.
Yeah.
1,
he's got 6.
3, 4. He's got 6. Yeah. So the math just counts for Yangon either way, especially since Pro are down so much. And now, as you can see, Kaize has taken a little bit of a back foot. Now maybe 2nd or 3rd prio when it comes to damage output. But the map has turned red, and when it's this down bad, the Selena has so much more to deal with, and PPP can only do so much. It's an honest tree, dude.
Yeah.
PPP can't threaten as much of a Purify pop from Sanji as he used to in Game 1.
There's none of that flicker combination, you know, that we usually see with Belrix, for example. You need the Revitalize here, though, too, because if you do break out into a team fight and they try to follow through, eventually, if they can extend it, they'll have some of that magic resist to build up, especially on that front line, to help extend, because there is some potential there, just like we saw in the one previous fight with the Turtle, where Sarion Felix can burn a flicker, just find Kaize and take out that option.
Tetna's welcome. Throw it into the wall. Now the dash and the sever, putting BBB down. Han scores. Sky Piercer stack. Yes, please. Sarion Felix, bravest fighter back. Not enough damage reduction as Han gets a double. Another stack. And now the Lord up next. Yangon Galacticos puts a black and purple jersey on it.
Man, stacks on stacks right now for the Suyo. Despite his changes that he's gone through, you're still reminded why he was such a threat before. Look at this. Again, lines up the Queller. Just a cool guy. You know, shoots, goes back to the Lord. Here's someone else low. I have a Sky Piercer. Let me go grab that double. And just goes back to secure the objective. And this is the problem. This team fighting, as he's chasing. Oh!
As if talking about it in the instant replay wasn't enough, Han does it again.
5-1-5.
The penultimate hero of the M6 World Championships are back. 10 KO almost up, Joseph. 9,500 gold for Yangon Galacticos. They're about to pop so many holy shields, and the Lord isn't even halfway through the river.
Man, it feels like the 2 days that we had between groups and now knockouts has taken us back 2 months, you know, in terms of the meta.
2 years with Suyo.
2 years even, yeah, in some cases, because Suyo popping off this way, again, it takes the team to make it happen. Oh, again, a Queller, Soul Sever, enough to bring Sariam Felix to half, but now they got to deal with this Lord. That's your front line.
Gonna crash in. Holy Shield already popped. Yangon Galacticos can force the issue here. They choose to take the disciplined route.
Welcome?
No, he can just cancel this.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Just throwing some dirt in the back there. Okay, they defend against the Lord. They lose a bit of that health on the turret, though, but all the shields pretty much nearly dealt with here. Let's take a quick look at the items. You can see the disparity across the roles here. You know, at most, the closest that you have is between the XP laners, but, you know, for Ying, he has one job, and that's just use that Daytona's Welcome, tank up a bunch of damage. He's already got great coverage. You know, Radiant Armor for that magic, Chastise Pauldron, plus the Antique Caress here. He's as tanky as he pretty much needs to be to set things up around that ultimate.
Not to mention Blink, who's just about to get his flicker back.
Yep.
He can go ahead and mount, easily break through the formation, and then scramble Pro Esports. Not to mention how much gold he's making. He's making bank, Joseph. He's eating good bread. Already able to be built the Cursed Helm. That stacks with Eudora's Superconductor.
Yeah, there's this, you know, those things add up. Shred through some of that magic resistance that's trying to be built up even by Pro Esports.
And that's just 2 of them. That's just Eudora and the glue.
Yeah. Again, Ying tanking it up.
Oh, flicker! Dennis Welcome throws it into PPP as he's forced to take root, and Han serves up another, gets another stack, and in comes one more as Sa falls. Might be another Blink down to about a 10th of his HP. Sanji finds him underneath the base, but Coily finally finds one. His first kill in this 11.5-minute game.
Stayed a little too long, but did the damage anyway. 3 down for Pro Esports, facing down 4 members of Yangon Galacticos. They don't have their gold laner, but they will still be able to take this mid-base turret down.
Oh my, look at the veterancy, the wisdom of Yangon Galacticos. They could have forced it. Any other team who's this close to victory would have forced it, but nope, they saw the Lord. We'll take it slow, 10k up. Let's just go for the sure win.
Yeah, they have to go ahead and delay this. They don't want to whiff here. If they actually started this Lord too much without Sanji being up, now that he's alive, they don't want the potential for Pro Esports to go ahead and steal the Lord from them. So they hold it on. It looks like, despite it all, 10,000 gold deficit. Pro Esports is centering around the Lord. This might be one of those cases where they just trying to make a play happen here. Conceal going to be used by Blink.
Blink finds the back line, compromises Sa, forcing Soriam Felix back. Felix does oblige, tries to fight back. Sanji wailing away, gets knocked out by the Lord. Ying still holds on, and Dennis Welcome. Han secures the Lord, and there's one arrow thrown out. Not gonna be able to stop him, and they will take down PPP first. The trigger discipline on Ying doesn't force anything just yet.
Yep, Ying still has that ultimate available, so taking one down, P will be back up for this defense, but Lord's already secured here for YG. They've had complete control from the moment this game got underway.
Some respite, Joseph. A little bit of a silver lining for the Cambodian fans. Almost max stacks on Han. That's not it. What I'm trying to say is, Pro has come back from worse.
Yeah.
If you remember their clencher in the group stage, they have fought tooth and nail to take back that final moment to try and get into the knock. But wait, real quick, another Dennis Welcome from Ying. Coily goes down, blazing the way into the face. Felix falls, 2 down. I'm not sure they can defend.
Oh, I'm not sure if they can, man. They still got a Lord to deal with here, and it's a fully stacked on 9-1 and 6.
Waves coming from all directions. PPP falls, Sanji takes him down. Lord underneath the base. Down goes Kozin, and just like that, Yangon Galacticos at match point.
Took a little bit longer, but still nonetheless the same